I go back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Bud, I kind of like, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convincing.
Terence Crawford, Canelo.
Yeah, I believe Terence Crawford is going to be in top shape, and I believe he's good enough to outpoint Canelo. But I believe the power would be a challenge, if you will. So I'm gonna say Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Because I think Terence Crawford is the best boxer in the world.
The tool set that like Crawford brings to the table, it's so diverse, it's so well-rounded against Canelo, who it's a bit of a rinse and repeat thing, right? You know what you're going to get from him constantly, and Crawford always seems to find the answers.
Boxing experts are raising concerns for Canelo Alvarez as he prepares to take on the elusive Terence Crawford. While Canelo is known for his iron chin, knockout power, and punishing body shots that have broken down many opponents, insiders warn that Crawford's speed and tactical sharpness could shift the momentum in his favor.
What y'all going to see in this fight with Bud Crawford versus Canelo is, one, he beat Errol Spence. And Biz thought Spence would win. That lets you know. And he walks around 186. 186? Him fighting at 168 ain't moving up. No way. He's going to be bigger, stronger, better wrestler, quicker, more skillful, best footwork, a great chin. And the fight that he had with Madrimov, do you understand how shifty and tricky Madrimov is? With Madrimov, the tricks and the shiftiness that he displayed against Ortiz had Ortiz boggled. Madrimov only lost to Ortiz because that's how tricky he is. That was the trick. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it, dog.
Dmitry Bivol, the only fighter to defeat Canelo Alvarez in recent years, has outlined a path he believes Crawford can follow. He stresses that Crawford must adjust to the power and pressure at 168 pounds, where the physical demands are far greater. Just as important, Bivol says, is mental strength. Any fear or hesitation can cause a fighter to crumble under the spotlight. Confident in Crawford's adaptability, awkward style, and ability to switch stances, Bivol believes Crawford has the tools to blunt Canelo's biggest weapons.
How would you give the blueprint to Terence to beat Canelo Alvarez?
Just need to do his job, what he's doing well. You know, he's changing his stance, he's moving a lot, you know, he's keeping distance. Like this he could win, of course, not with changing punches with him.
Who do you think has more power out of the two?
Canelo, of course, he got used to this weight class more than Crawford. He needs to get used to this power, even he's big.
So how does Canelo beat Crawford? Do you think that's a stoppage?
He could beat him, he could stop him. It could happen anyhow, you know, from both of the sides. And Canelo, of course, will try to find some...
Crawford has made it clear that his biggest advantage is not raw power but his fight IQ and adaptability. In recent interviews, he said he doesn't need a knockout to beat Canelo. His plan is to study him early, then adjust mid-fight and exploit openings. Crawford highlighted his ability to switch stances, set traps, and break rhythm, making Canelo's pressure ineffective against a constantly moving target.
I feel like I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev
was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
A tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're going to see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see. We'll
We're
see,
going to
son.
see.
Hall of Famer Andre Ward has voiced his support for Crawford ahead of the super middleweight showdown with Canelo. While recognizing the challenge of moving up 2 weight classes, Ward said he won't bet against Crawford at this stage, praising his unmatched ring IQ and mental toughness. He urged doubters to remember how difficult it is to break Crawford's will or outthink him inside the ring.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
But in terms of his resume, the opponents that he fought, right? And people say he fought this name and fought that name. Where did he fight that name when he fought him? He 32. He coming off 2 losses. He 35. Kovalev, when he fought Kovalev was cooked. He wasn't the crusher. He wasn't the undefeated guy. He had lost that. And I'm not knocking the hustle, but you lose me when you start saying I'm the best fighter in the world. Or you lose me when you feel like you don't have to fight the best, but then everybody else got to fight the best. Canelo is a really good fighter, man. But you don't really know how good you are until you fight the other best. Like even Dimitri Bivol, the dude he lost to. You got to give him credit for going up in weight, but I feel like he miscalculated though.
Former 2-division champion Sean Porter believes a fight between Canelo and Terence Crawford is much closer than people think. Calling it a true 50-50 matchup, he points to Crawford's reach, height, ring control, and smooth combinations as key factors, warning fans not to focus only on size and strength. Porter also adds that while Canelo remains dangerous, he isn't the same fighter he was 3 or 4 years ago.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, you know, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, you know, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean?
David Benavidez views this fight as more than just hype, calling it a defining moment in modern boxing. He praises Crawford's elite ring IQ and adaptability, admitting that if anyone can beat Canelo, it's him, though he cautions that moving up in weight is a major challenge. Still, Benavidez gives Crawford a 70% chance of winning, crediting his intelligence and ability to hurt Canelo if he adjusts well to the super middleweight power level.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 168.
Crawford's a little guy, you know. He's coming up 2 divisions to fight Canelo Alvarez, and you think he's going to go toe-to-toe with Canelo? Come on, man. You know, Terence Crawford's a great fighter, really good fighter, but that's too much weight for him. So he's going to try to survive and move around and try to win the round. That's what's going to happen. I think Canelo at the stage right now, his legs are not the same. You know, the body's not responding the same. So I think he's going to have problems trying to catch Terence Crawford, to be honest with you. And I think it's going to be the same fight. You know, I think it's going to be a boring fight. It's going to, I'm hoping that, you know, it's a little bit exciting because I heard that Canelo was the worst fight ever on pay-per-view to throw the less punches in history. So we're hoping to see a great fight, a good fight. But that matchup is not a matchup to be excited.
4-division champion Mikey Garcia has confidently predicted that Crawford will outsmart Canelo Alvarez in their super middleweight clash. While recognizing Canelo's size and power at 168 pounds, Garcia believes Crawford's superior ring IQ and versatility will make the difference. In a recent interview, he said he expects Crawford to win by boxing smart, trusting his movement and strategic control of the ring to overcome even a physically stronger opponent, despite his inactivity since August 2024.
Opponent.
Very different situation, different opponents, different styles of fighting. So it's not. I can't really quite compare the fight, side by side. But it does face challenges. Every time you move up in weight, fighters are bigger, naturally bigger. They can take a bigger punch. They can give a better punch too. They're heavier. But this is a different matchup. Canelo's not as fast, not as aggressive. He kind of goes on cruise control. He's not one to use his strength as size to dominate all the time. Sometimes he's like cruise control, which allows Crawford, I think, to fight a little bit more comfortable. Crawford's IQ, I think, is superb. So I'm actually thinking he might pull it off.
If you were Crawford, how would you fight Canelo?
Box, counterpunch, box, switch, from left-handed to right-handed. Just make it complicated for Canelo and win a decision. You're not gonna hurt him, so win a decision.
So who do you think is gonna win?
I think Crawford's gonna win.
You think Crawford?
I think Crawford's gonna win.
By decision?
By decision.
What happens when he takes a shot from Canelo? One of those uppercuts from Munguia or those...
He could get dropped, or he feels it enough to be like, fuck this, I'm boxing. And goes on the bicycle and turns southpaw for the rest of the night. And I wouldn't blame him either. Fuck it, you're gonna go in there and collect a fucking paycheck at that point.
Right.
You're not gonna go get hurt.
Right.
What good is it to get fucking 20, 30 million if you are fucking hurt physically, end up in the hospital and hurt just physically, life-changing, you don't want that shit.
But you think Canelo could hurt him? It could be life-changing?
Sure, he's that big, fool. One punch could fucking knock him out bad enough to hurt his eye socket or detached retina. You never fucking know.
Right.
So no one wants that shit.
Crawford said if he beats him, he's in the top 3 GOATs of all time.
Oh, for sure. If Crawford beats Canelo, then for sure, give him all the fucking props in the world, bro. And he actually does have a chance. It's not like he doesn't have a chance. Don't be too surprised if he fucking pulls it off in the decision.
8-division legend Manny Pacquiao has weighed in on the upcoming Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford super middleweight clash, offering his take on what could decide the fight. While he recognizes the difficulty of Crawford moving up against an established champion, Pacquiao stressed that the outcome isn't just about power. He acknowledged Canelo's skills but advised Crawford to rely on his own strengths, emphasizing that speed, style, and smart use of strength will be the keys to success.
Canelo Crawford, good fight. Good fight. No. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
You're the best ever.
Amir Khan, one of the few fighters to have faced both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, is convinced Crawford has the advantage. Drawing from his own experience, he noted how Crawford's footwork and ring IQ made him incredibly difficult to hit. Khan believes that as long as Crawford avoids Canelo's power shots, he can win comfortably. He praised Crawford's precision, movement, and slick style, while pointing out Canelo's declining consistency. In Khan's view, the timing is ideal for Crawford to outbox and defeat the Mexican star.
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo. And he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good fight.
ESPN's top commentator Stephen A. Smith made it clear who he believes will win this historic clash, confidently picking Terence Crawford without hesitation. He said he respects Canelo but sees Crawford winning by decision, repeating that choice multiple times. Smith explained that while Canelo's power is undeniable, a mobile, technically sharp fighter can outscore him, and Crawford's speed, switch-hitting ability, and disruptive style make him the kind of opponent Canelo has never faced before.
You got a love for boxing.
Yes,
Who
love
gonna
boxing.
win the fight, man? That's coming up, the biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing.
Crawford.
Huh?
Crawford. I'm not hesitating. Crawford. I'm not even hesitating.
Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him.
That's right.
When I think about Canelo, one of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway for crying out loud,
Right.
it's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yeah.
That's not beating Crawford. I will confess, I think Gervonta Davis's trainer, Cal, I think he said this. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble if he decides to engage with Canelo, because Canelo is the naturally bigger, strong fighter. And I don't care that Crawford's gotten bigger, and I don't care that Crawford's gonna go in there just as big as Canelo. Canelo is accustomed to fighting at the weight, and Crawford is not. And Canelo is a genius in this regard. You don't see him show up for fights not ready. He's always ready.
always prepared.
He's always
You
ready.
gotta
He's
give him that.
always prepared. So I think he's the slower fighter, though. And I think that Crawford is brilliant as a boxer. And I think that between switching to conventional and southpaw, using his jab and movement, I think that Crawford is going to outpoint Canelo because he's faster. But I don't think he's gonna knock him.
Rising Olympian Omari Jones, coming off a strong 2024 and an unbeaten start to his pro career, has firmly backed Terence Crawford. Speaking to TMZ Sports, Jones predicted that Crawford will dominate Canelo Alvarez when they meet at Allegiant Stadium on September 13, 2025. He believes Crawford has added weight the right way and that his intense training and determination have prepared him to shock the Mexican star.
I just feel like Crawford, he just has the grit, and like me personally meeting Crawford several times, it's like the man is just so competitive. It's like I don't even have to say nothing to him. He'll just like, man, when we sparring, it's like his competitiveness is always gonna put him over the edge, and then he just has that like, I'm not gonna let you bully me, or his skill set. And it, I know they talk about Charlo when Charlo moved up, but I feel like it may be a little bit different for Canelo this time around because Crawford took the weight, the moving up in weight classes serious. He did the dieting, he did the training. So I feel like when you put in work like that, it's a win-win.
Bill Haney has been outspoken about the matchup, confidently predicting that Crawford will dominate Canelo and calling him the best fighter in the world. He dismissed the idea that size or reputation could make a difference against Crawford. At the same time, Haney also urged Crawford to be cautious, not just in the ring, but also regarding possible doping concerns tied to Canelo's camp.
Canelo Crawford, what's your breakdown of the fight?
Huh?
Canelo against Crawford, what's your breakdown?
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You talking, huh? You said Canelo and Crawford?
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. It came off the bench. From the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen. 60 years of boxing. Canelo is big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up. But does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing?
Uh-oh.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Let's go.
I didn't say he has to do any accusing, nor we would do that, but I'm saying is, let's worry. If you watch what happened to Devin, Devin just came out and said the damage is done after the fight. You can never go and repair that. So let's be cautious, let's be prepared, and at the very least, join 365 Nevada, 365 drug testing like Devin is doing.
Jose Benavidez Jr. made a bold statement by calling Crawford a beast and insisting he can beat Canelo at 168 pounds. He praised Crawford's intelligence, unpredictability, stance switching, and elite ring IQ, while noting that Canelo's size alone won't decide the outcome. Confident in his pick, Benavidez said Crawford's mindset is focused on winning, not just surviving, and that determination will give him the edge over the Mexican superstar.
A lot of people are counting Crawford out. Crawford's he's smart, he knows what he's doing. Canelo, he's not that big of a guy. He obviously weighs more, but you can't take nothing from Crawford. He goes in there to win. So
I feel like it'd be a good fight. You know, it sucks that my brother didn't get the opportunity, but I mean, only Canelo knows why it didn't happen. And you just gotta keep moving forward. You know, gotta keep moving forward. But it's gonna be a good fight to watch. I got Crawford on this one. The thing with him, he adjusts. He's a smart motherfucker. He adjusts. He uses. He's not only does he switch from from southpaw to orthodox, but he's just a smart. He has a high IQ in boxing. You know, and that's what I feel like. All these fighters that go in there to fight Canelo, they already go in there scared, is what I believe, you know, that which already beats him, you know. So Crawford's gonna go in there to not gonna go in there to fucking. So I mean, I have it going Crawford, bro. To be honest with you.
Do you think Canelo has what it takes to deal with Crawford, or is Bud simply operating on another level? Share your thoughts in the comments below.